Hey guys, what's going on? It's Airfare Gaming again with another deck profile. This is going to be for my deck profile update for almost July now, 2022, for Plunder Patrols. Been very consistent with the deck lately, and just want to share this information of a new build that I've been playing, and it's been very consistent. Top four last about six locals, and last week Wednesday I was able to win the Jacks, Queens, and Kings night win a mat, first place undefeated. So let's go ahead and break it down. First off is the Plunder package, which is pretty standard. Three golden hairs. You got three white beards, three black eyes, three blue, and then two reds. Pretty standard ratio as far as the monsters go. Two, so you don't brick very hard. Optional run two or three of blues, but these three are your main like starter extenders and follow ups. So these are ideal to keep at three. Next, we have the other Plunder Patrols. I run the four field spells, one Terror with only three. A little bit different I'm running right now is two of the emblems and one of the fusion card. So what's good about this is that if you need to first turn make the monster negate ship list, you can do it with this. But also when it has a graveyard effect, if you banish it, you can equip a Plunder Patrol. You can target one of your Plunder Patrols on field, equip from your deck either a monster or the emblem. Now, what Emblem does is that the monster automatically gains 500, and then also it can't be targeted by card effects. And its secondary effect is you can send this to the grave on field to make the monster that's equipped to and equip and special summon from your extra deck any attribute on the field or any graveyard. So if you're playing Baylor, Ogre, Ash, you can go ahead and go into those. Also, it's a good bounce for your shipyard. If your shipyard's in a graveyard and you need it, you just equip this to a Plunder Patrol real quick. Effect, target this, bounce it back to your hand, set this, activate it, and you can still activate this. So, and like with the field spell and this, any monster this is equipped to automatically gains 1,000. So that's really nice that it gives a power boost on that. And then, of course, the one booty, some matchups you need to change the attributes. Also, the non-targeting special summon is great to extend. Just be mindful at the end of the end phase, if you don't have a Plunder Patrol, this is destroyed. And then the other broken package I'm playing is the three water enchantress with the fourth being the Foolish Burial. It baits out any hand trap, honestly. That's why I like playing it, so you can get into my monsters. The one right, I play the one right versus three because it allows me to use other cards in my deck, and Water Enchantress can grab this from the graveyard. So the only thing that happens if this gets banished, you're kind of like SOL, but this would be best special summon if you have the token out, so it's a free body. And then we have the one Faithful, one Griffin, and I am playing the one Illegal Knight. It's good against control matchups, especially back rows. They can you can target up to two cards on your opponent's field, give this control over, and you can bounce those two targets. And then if you're doing it on your turn, you can bounce the Legal Knight back to hand with Draco back. And the thing I've been practicing more and more lately is that I'll hold these two guys in my hand until the opponent commits something to the board, so that way I don't have to worry about Dark Ruler anymore, Imperm on this guy. So as soon as they start making plays, I'll just Griffin Wider effect, special summon. So that's something that you guys might want to consider too if you're playing the Adventure package. And then the hand traps, the three Ash and two Drolls. The Drolls have been coming up really well. The Ash is just a bit generic. Break anything. Branded Fusion is a big thing I hit a lot. But DD Crow hurts Despia a lot, and anything that recurs in Graveyard, especially with the Marincess deck coming very popular lately, you can hit whatever they're trying to equip to get the effects. And then the generic class hand traps, one Call By, and three Imperms. it's good for going second. You can imperm negate that you're worried about or anything like that. So with the extra deck, it's pretty standard. As far as other plunders, there's like 2 cards that you can flex. The one Almirage for Golden Hair, or even Red Beard, Blue Beard, or Raven, if you need that to be linked off to certain plays. And then the 2 or the 3 Blackbeards. It's a draw 1, link 2. So it replaces your hand economy really well, and a lot of people think this is busted because it does draw a card. And if you have a list on the field, you can do this each turn. Just pop this out, use this effect to draw cards. You can draw things like that. And then you play 2 of the other ships. There's consideration just to run one of this and then bump up the other one that you might need. But I found 2 is fine because with the trap card booty, you can actually not special summon it, you can add it back to deck. So you can recycle these guys if you need to. Again, it's kind of hard to get this guy out turn 1, but that's why I played a Fusion. And then he's just really good for getting your plays going and even special summoning from hand or any Plunder Patrol that's equipped. So you can start going with Blackbeard. You can start going with red or blue, white to start your plays off. The generics now, you have the Bahamut Shark, Toad combo. You can pretty much make Toad, Griffin Rider, Token, and Blackbeard with a good solid hand. I tend to stray away from that now, but like if I'm playing like Despia, I'm making this so I can just negate and take whatever they do. White Ore Whale is a flex spot. It's a good body because it recycles itself from the graveyard by banishing 2 water attribute monsters. And just it's 2k. When it's synchro summoned, you destroy all your opponent's face-up attack monsters. Piercing can attack twice. So it's one of the games and plenty of times where I can just Regeki their field and then just hit over something with piercing damage. Dragite's really good right now. You can negate 1 spell or trap once per turn. I play against a Lich. I play against Despia. I think this is a standard with a staple that the deck should be running. And if you're playing the Bureau, it's great combo with that because you just spin back more cards. And then the one I'm trying lately is Psychic End Punisher. Now, in caveat, you need the Brave engine to play this because you use those, the Griffin or the Illegal Knight, and your level 4 tuners, either gold or white, to make this guy. Unaffected by your opponent's card effects, if your life points are equal or lower, pay 1,000, banish 1 monster, and banish 1 card on their field. So it's not bad. I'm testing it. It's either you play this or you play like Dweller, Vuska. I was playing a Geonator, but now that we don't have to worry about DP as much or Dragoon, I don't feel the need of running it that much. And then the side deck's pretty good. I have a very hard time with Fluenderies. So you'll see that side deck is very much back row hate and Fluenderies hate. The double Twin Twisters, you go into standby phase and you just hit their map and their trap, and then that's how you can deal with that. You also deal with like Fog Blades or anything like that. The Dark Ruler of Moors, turns off all effects without cost, so you just can't do damage. But this is a good. I do have droplets, but I prefer this because it's just a blanket I can just not worry about. It turns off Impin, turns off Wind Barrier, turns off a lot of guys that can't target. 3 Regeki is a new inclusion. I've played this plenty of times against Despia, is that they set up a board, I go Regeki, and I don't have to worry about Chimera popping on my turn. Anything defense, the face down, you have to worry about just Regeki it away. You have 3 Solemn Judgment. It stops anything that you have to worry about. Big thing is like droplets and Dark Ruler and more, but also it hurts the Fluenderies real bad. If they already have something banished, they can't chain block, and also the monster that you negate the summon goes to grave. It doesn't go to banish. So that's why I have it in here. But a lot of times it's just against the non-responsive cards like Dark Ruler and War. And then we have 3 evenly match, and then Red Reboot. We have some Dynamorphias in here, so this is why that's in there. And also, you can just make your Braum ship and just banish what they set if it's anything that's worthwhile that can threaten you, and then evenly match just board wipe, especially if you can bait the Griffin Rider negate and then just drop this while they have the token. All their stuff that goes away, token stays on the field. But like I said, the deck's been doing pretty consistently. I'm just having a struggle with misplaying or just getting frustrated with Fluunderies. I was playing against Sean this weekend, another team member of Airfare Gaming, and I had a commanding position. I did two misplays. I went to go imperm the impin when I should have just impermed the Eaglin, because early that turn he tried to resolve Advent Adventure and I ashed it. So you want to do that first. That way you don't the birds don't go vanish and they recur it, because you can keep the two birds on there, leave them out, and then deal with them on your turn, and then they're banished, but they don't have a normal summon to flood them back. And then I think I did something. I did like a Dark Ruler more or like a Regeki, and I let them keep the unexplored winds up, and that kind of like hurt me a lot. So again, I'm just trying to dissect the deck. I have it built for my youngest son, but it's doesn't really get a lot of practice at home. So luckily, hopefully in the future, I can kind of give that a little bit more testing and get that information to you guys. But I appreciate you guys staying tuned, and I enjoy the deck profile. Check out our YouTube and our Shopify for our products. We have game mats and shirts on there, and there's a code if you look for that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. It gives you 10% off or $10 off. But just check out the links below, and thank you for subscribing.